Hey, what's going on, guys? Eric Pate here, back with another video, and today I am going to be making my predictions for the NFL playoffs as we are about to get going here as the final 3 rounds to determine on who will be facing each other here in a few weeks in Phoenix, Arizona for the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl will be played at State Farm Stadium in, again, like I said, in Phoenix, Arizona. Now, last 2 years, this happened last 2 years. Unfortunately, it will not happen a third year in a row to where the team hosting the Super Bowl is going to be the team going. Now, as you can see, on the NFC, which is the NFC's on the bottom, as you can see, no, the Cardinals, who are in Arizona, whose home stadium is State Farm Stadium. Sorry about that Facebook notification. The Cardinals did not make the playoffs. So they will not get to be. So, yeah, they will not get to try to become a third team in a row. Sorry, I'm also playing with some flarp. They will not be the third team in a row to make the Super Bowl at home. Anyway, let's get going. So, let's go ahead, give you a quick breakdown of our teams that would be participating in this year's playoffs. We're going to go ahead and start off on the NFC side. We got the Philadelphia Eagles. We got the San Francisco 49ers, Minnesota Vikings, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which we will talk about here in a moment, Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants, and Seattle Seahawks. Now, this is what I kind of see that's kind of bullshit before we get going. I'm going to open my NFL app here. Now, this is something I kind of see that's kind of bullshit. And why do I think this is bullshit? Because let's look at the conference standings. If it pulls up. Hold on. Here, I'll just hit week 18 instead. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, so let me show you something that I think is complete bullshit. This is, I'm not kidding. I think this is complete bullshit. Now, I couldn't pull up the standings to show you, is my phone is being, because the app is, NFL app's being a little bit stupid right now. But let's go to Tampa Bay, 8-9, made the playoffs. Let's scroll down here to where is the Lions-Packers game. 9-8 for the Detroit Lions, and they didn't make the playoffs. I see that kind of bullshit. I do see that's kind of bullshit to me. I see that being bullshit. Hold on. Oh, the Commanders 8-1. Now that's not a losing record, but how in the okay, I understand the Buccaneers won the NFC South. 100% understand that. But here's the thing. If I was a guy running the playoffs in the NFL, I will personally change it to where no matter what your record is, the top whatever teams with the best record, top 7 from each conference, whatever the record is, makes the playoffs. Because I think it's complete bullshit that the Buccaneers are 8-9, 8 wins, 9 losses, while the fucking Detroit Lions are 9 wins, 8 losses. I see that complete bullshit because, yeah, sure, Lions probably not going to make it very far, but they still should have made it. I think it's complete bullshit that the Buccaneers made it, and they have an 8-9 record, while the 9-8 Lions didn't make it. I think that's complete bullshit. But anyway, let's get going. Let's get talking. So, let's go and look at our matchups. So, we got the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. I think the Bills should be able to get by Miami. I really do. I really do think they're going to be able to get by Miami. it's almost unheard of for the 7th seed team to make it past the wild card round. Ever since we started this whole 17 playoff system a couple years ago, the 7th seed team has yet made it past the first round. Now, as somebody who's not a big fan of Buffalo because of their rival, my big rival, my team, the New England Patriots, I do think that Buffalo should be able to make it right past. Should be able to make it right past Miami Dolphins. Even though I'm also not a big fan of Miami's either because, like I said, I'm a Patriots fan. Then we got the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Honestly, I think if Lamar Jackson is playing this week, the Ravens is going to have a chance at Cincinnati. But if Lamar Jackson is not playing this weekend, I have to give the win to Cincy. I have to give the win to Cincy if Lamar Jackson is not going to be able to play this weekend. I do think that's going to happen. If Lamar Jackson's not playing, I do think Cincy's going to get it. Then we got the Jacksonville Jaguars playing the Los Angeles Chargers. I honestly don't think Jacksonville is, like I just said with Detroit Lions, I honestly don't think they're going to make it very far. I think they'll be lucky if they make it past the first round, the Jacksonville Jaguars. So I'm giving the win to the Chargers. And on the AFC side, we got the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. If Geno Smith keeps playing the way he is, I think he's going to be able to get past San Francisco. But Brock Purdy, he's one hell of a quarterback. I honestly think Brock Purdy, if Brock Purdy is playing this weekend, which I don't know if he is or not, I think he should be able to get past Seattle. But Geno Smith is also one hell of a quarterback. So, for the sake, I think the 7th seed team is going to finally get past the first round. And I think the Seahawks are going to get it. Then we got the New York Giants taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Honestly, I'm surprised the Giants made the playoffs, honestly. But I'm going to have to go ahead and go with the Vikings in this game. I think Minnesota is going to have a good chance at getting past the Giants. Giants are not very good. I'm sorry, Giants fans, but I do think they're going to get past Minnesota. Dallas Cowboys taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay, again, 8-9. Are you fucking kidding me? And they made the playoffs with a losing record. Now, Tom Brady's record against the Cowboys is 7-0. I think he's going to go 7-1 this weekend. I am going to have to go with the Dallas Cowboys winning over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now we got the divisional round of the playoffs. So let's go ahead and take a look at our matchups. We got Kansas City Chiefs taking on the division rival Los Angeles Chargers. Buffalo Bills taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And then we got the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Divisional round. So this is the divisional round to declare on who is going to be facing who in the conference championships. I think the Chiefs is going to get right past the division rival Los Angeles Chargers. I honestly do think that. I'm surprised the Chargers even made it. Well, I'm glad the Chargers made the playoffs. They had a lot better record. So I honestly do think the Chiefs are going to make the playoffs. Are going to make the conference championships. Bills and the Bengals. Now, here's the thing. They said that if the Bills or Bengals was to make the AFC Championship, they have not decided where it will be just quite yet, but it will be played at a neutral site. They will already choose a neutral site for the conference championships game. But anyway, enough chit chat. I think Buffalo, Joe Burrow, they're pretty, and his team, he's pretty darn good. I honestly think, though, they're going to get right past Buffalo. At the same time, I think Buffalo's going to take it. So, we were going to have an idea. Monday, January 2nd, but due to the Damar Hamlin situation, we didn't get that. But I think the Bengals have a pretty good shot at getting past the Kansas City Chiefs. I meant the Buffalo Bills. Got the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks. I honestly think I think Philly's going to take it. I think Philly's going to absolutely just going to run away with the Seattle Seahawks. I understand I have the 7th seed moving on in round 1, but it's one thing playing your division rival, it's another playing the best team in the NFC right now, which is the Philadelphia Eagles. I honestly think that's going to happen. I think the Eagles are going to fly right past the Seattle Seahawks. And then you've got the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Dallas Cowboys. If you don't remember, a couple weeks ago, the Vikings decided to shit-talk the Dallas Cowboys a little. But, I don't know what happened. Dallas is like, oh, you're going to shit-talk us, we're just going to give an ass-whooping. And I think the Cowboys are going to win this one again. But honestly, I don't think they're going to win it as much as they did. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and decide our NFC champion, because we're going to go on a little bit of a rant here with the AFC Championship. We're at the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Honestly, I really think Philly's going to kind of go to the Super Bowl. At the same time, I think Dallas has a pretty good shot. If Dallas has all the players healthy, they should be able to make it to the Super Bowl. I honestly think that. At the same time, I think Philly is going to go. Jalen Hurts has a lot of talent. So I'm just going to go ahead and take on, just so I don't get a lot of hate, just so I'm not playing favorites, even though, because I hate the Eagles, and if let me go ahead and show you why. And this is why. New England Patriots, 33. Philadelphia Eagles, 41. Super Bowl 52. But anyway, I don't think anybody's really going to get past Philadelphia on the NFC. So I'm going to have to give the win to Philadelphia. Same time, I think the Cowboys has a good shot. But honestly, I think Philadelphia should be able to make it by the Dallas Cowboys. Then we got the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, when this whole Damar Hamlin situation first broke down last Monday, it was announced that the Super Bowl, the AFC Championship is going to be played at a neutral site. Honestly, I think this should be an every year thing. I think the conference championships should be played at a neutral site. No one should get home field advantage when it comes to conference championships. The other 2 rounds, divisional and wild card, I completely understand. But if you're going to be playing for a spot in the championship, which is already played at a neutral site, then why wouldn't we just have a neutral site every year for the conference championships? Like, I don't know, for the NFC, this is just an example. These are just examples I'm just going to pull out my ass here. Like, for the NFC, let's have it at the Superdome. While for the AFC, we have it... Where's a good place to play the AFC Championship? Indianapolis. Now, people might argue, it's like, hey, why don't we just play that same stadium? But most of the time, there's only an hour between games. So that's why I'm picking 2 different sites. Like the AFC Championship should be played at an AFC stadium. Like I said, Indianapolis, Lucas Oil Stadium. AFC team, Indianapolis Colts. Plays at Lucas Oil Stadium. While the Superdome hosts the NFC Championship, which is played where? Which is by what team? The New Orleans Saints. And the Superdome, what I mean by the Superdome, I mean the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans. Anyway, so yeah, I really don't think we should just keep doing this whole thing, because no team should be getting home field advantage if no one's going to be getting a home field advantage in the Super Bowl. But anyway, if we do a neutral site game, I am going to go ahead. I think the Bengals again is going to get right past the Chiefs. I think by a little bit of a bigger margin than just 3 points. So I'm going to give the win to the Bengals. Here's my opinion about now. We got the Super Bowl, which is the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. I honestly think... Now, as much as I hate the Eagles, again, let me show you why. That is why. 41-33, Eagles in Super Bowl 52. I do honestly think, though, but if the Bengals are only team that I can really see them give a run for Philly, a run for the money, is either the Chiefs, the Bills, or the Bengals. You're going to give Philadelphia a run for their money. Now, do I think that Bengals are actually going to take down Philly? I do. At the same time, I think Philly has a shot at winning the Super Bowl. But I think a fourth time, after not winning the first 3 times, and they were playing all NFC West teams the other few times they played in the Super Bowl. I think the Bengals, if Joe Burrow and his squad can get past the Chiefs even, I think Joe Burrow and his squad are going to get it done. I really think Joe Burrow and his squad, if they could just keep it going this year through the playoffs, and if they can make it back to the Super Bowl, they're gonna have something to say to Philadelphia. If it happens to be the Eagles versus the Bengals, I think they're gonna have something to say to Philadelphia, and that something's gonna be, hey Philadelphia, you're not Super Bowl champs. We are. So I think the Bengals have a pretty good shot at going right past the Philadelphia Eagles. Let me know what you think. You think it's going to go to Super Bowl 57, which will be played in Phoenix, Arizona? Like, subscribe, comment, favorite. Be nice, be awesome. Eric Payton, 8. See you later.